So today we're going to be looking over Instagram influencers. We're going to go ahead, search for some that can potentially promote our products in our niche. We're going to make sure that our profile is set up correctly. I've already went ahead and set up my profile here. So I literally just did this like an hour ago. You can see this photo was posted 46 minutes ago. We're getting a couple of likes. If we look at sort of all the photos, we can see like 6 likes on that one, 8 likes on that photo, 7 likes on that photo, 6 likes, 6 likes, 6 likes. So you can actually get some, like, obviously that's nothing crazy or anything really exciting, but I mean on Facebook your organic reach when you have 0 followers is pretty much non-existent. Whereas on Instagram, it's a very good way if you're on a very limited budget to go ahead and get started. There's a lot of ways you can generate sort of organic traffic, not massive amounts of it for free, but you definitely can, and it is a really good way to grow quickly. So I actually own a couple of big Instagram accounts. Let me show you one of them. So one of them is called CEO_Nation. People. So this is one of my Instagram accounts here. You can see it's Ecom Insiders. But I literally haven't kept up. I haven't really used these accounts. Like I think the last post is probably last month, 21st of July sometime. But you can see like we do get a lot of organic reach on here, and I definitely should be using this much more often and really utilizing it, but haven't spent the time on it anymore. This used to be what I did before I actually got into e-commerce and really started pushing it. I used to run these Instagram influencer accounts, and I had quite a few of them. I had like up to about 10 at one point, and had well over 7 figures in followers. So I had well over 1 million followers between accounts. But you can see here like 0 to 70k Shopify case study. But yeah, pretty much this account's just posting luxury photos, and I will start utilizing it to generate a lot of organic traffic towards Ecom Insiders when I stop being lazy. So like the potential to grow Instagram accounts is really, really good. So what we want to do today is actually go ahead and we want to do some searching for influencers in our niche, so big accounts that generally probably 100k plus, and then we're gonna message them, or we're gonna send them an email, and then hopefully they get back to us and we can start promoting. So that's what we want to do. So let's go ahead and take a look. So you might be asking, how did you get some likes on these photos when you only created this account half an hour ago? So basically you can put in hashtags. So in here you can see we've put hashtags on the in the first comment. So you want to put hashtags in the first comment related to your niche. So if that's the dog niche, you want to put in everything to do with the dog or the dog breed that you're doing. But these have like massive. So if you click into these hashtags, they have a lot of following, and we'll actually probably come here to get posts that we can use. So this post got 7,000 likes, so it's already sort of going viral. So we can post that on our page, and the plan for this page, obviously right now, is literally just promotion. But I'm gonna start posting memes on here regularly to make sure that we're giving people content and not just sales. So what it'll be for every 3 photos, we'll have 2 content and 1 promoting one of our products. So that's what we're gonna do once we get started. But for now, this is fine. But if you are gonna do promotions, just make sure you do have some sort of content on there. So no one in here has used Instagram before? What's up, Chris? So everybody's in. So what we're gonna do, it's really weird, like doing this on my phone and then like watching it on the computer, like the lags. But open a drink here. I want to search for, probably first is like, so we go for like veteran and see if we've got any big veteran accounts that we can use. So 120 youth photo. So I'm not sure that's what we're looking for. Military surprises, too small, too small, too small, too small. But they may be doing, so they're doing like hats and stuff, which look pretty cool. Veteran heroes, veteran pride. So seem to be very small accounts in this niche. So let's look up. So I mean, the closest thing's probably going to be like the gun niche, to get, you know, good stuff. So guns, obviously probably a pretty good one. So they've got an email here. So what we want to do is pull this into our spreadsheet. So in the spreadsheet, I want to put down the name, the email, following, and engagement. So let's bold this. Pull these out a bit. What we actually probably want to do is put in likes and then engagement here, and format that the same. And what this is going to be equals this, your likes divided by your following. And when that fills in, that'll automatically calculate that. So what we're going to put in is their handle, which is @guns. Email is media at firearmfreak.com. Their following is 109k. And if we take a look at their photos, see like roughly how many likes they're getting. Obviously, this was posted 10 hours ago. It's probably someone drop shipping by the looks of it. But that's not, like, promotional posts aren't a good engagement rate ever, because they're obviously promotions unless people like them. So this is a promotion as well, but it looks a lot less promotion-y rather than the one previously where it had, you know, the prices on it, and stuff like that. A lot of these seem to be promotions. You might be able to get like some good product ideas from here. So 91,000 views, and if you click into it, you'll be able to see that it has pretty much 4,000 likes, 1,700 likes, 9,1. So all they do is pretty much promotions. But it looks like on their normal pictures, they're averaging like, you know, anywhere from 1,500 to 2,000 likes. So I'm gonna say that 12 views. I'm gonna say that average about 2,000 likes per photo. And that'll give us the engagement rate of like 1%. So let's format this as a percentage. And we just want to drag that down, and then it'll calculate everything from here on in, which is awesome. Just let me make sure that the comments are loading up from you guys. And then it'll calculate everything from here. Awesome. Just let me make sure that so that's guns, and then a good way, so we can actually look at all these in a second, but if we go to guns and then click, so we probably want to follow these pages, but if you click the little down arrow, what you're going to be able to do is find similar pages. And generally these pages along here will be just as big or bigger. They're usually the biggest pages in the niche type thing. So if we click on Guns Daily, 1.7 million followers. So that's exactly what we're sort of looking for. So you want to take down their thing. So at Guns Daily. And their email is business. Yes, they have 1.7 million. And let's see what they're getting likes wise. So 6,000, 20,000, 6,000, 20,000, 23, 23, 8,000. So these are obviously people selling artwork. They don't even have a website yet, but they're still getting promotions. But it looks they average like about 20,000 likes per photo. Yeah, so I'm going to say they average 24,000 likes per photo. So what we also want to do then is the price per shout out. So obviously that has to come from when they message us back. But price per shout out, and then we want to have price or cost per 1,000 likes. So say these guys come back and said it was $100. These guys said it was $300. Then we can see that equals so I'm trying to think what the best way to do this is. Can't remember the formula, my maths. So cost per 1,000 likes. So we obviously want to do equals this divided by 100. I think we close brackets. I think this is right. I just need to see it visually to make sure. And then divided by 1,000. But that's wrong because it's $50 per 1,000 likes. So how do we get $50? So we have to go to this equals this divided by 1,000. This divided by 1,000. So I think it's actually this divided by that divided by 1,000. Awesome. So now we've got that formula. We can drag that down and we can see here that obviously it will be much better. So obviously like you can look at engagement rates or whatever, but you want to look at the price per how many likes they're getting. You also want to make sure that you're getting real followers as well. So take a look at that. But yes, let me increase the size of this for you guys. So is that looking better? Boom, boom. How's that looking for you? Awesome. So what I'm looking for here when I'm looking into their followers is, so if you see these two ones with the blank profile pictures, if you're seeing a lot of them throughout their following, then it's potential that they have fake followers. These guys honestly look pretty good. You know, everyone's going to have a few that don't have profile pictures. But then you just want to start clicking into a few of these just randomly. 600 followers, 6 following 600. That's pretty standard for a normal account. That's normal too. So what you'll generally see on fake accounts is they will be following like thousands of people. So if we look at these ones, I wonder, are these actual fake accounts? No, it looks actually real. That one could be fake. So what you see is they're following a lot of people that want their photos on their page. If you just want to click through a couple of them just to make sure that there's nothing fishy going on, and if you do see an account with lots of fake followers, you will notice. So them guys are looking good. You also want to look at their comments. So like 25 comments and 20,000 things isn't that much, to be honest. But again, it really depends on the photo. So you can see here that one got 236 because they asked a question. So they're having a call to action, getting people to actually engage. So that's good. So we'll follow them as well, and then we'll go to unique weapons. At Firearm Freak, I think that's the same guy. So what we want to do is just copy that, paste at unique weapons, 718k, and their likes. So I'm going to say they're averaging about 4,000 or so. It is quite hit or miss, but 4,000, let's go for that. And they also have a kick, so what I want to do is actually insert one right. So kick is another big place where you're able to actually message influencers. So kick LTDS 04. So what we can actually do is message them, guys. So let me pull up that. So you can see here I've searched for this person on Kick, and you can see I've found their profile. We can just go to start chatting, and then I can message this guy. Looking to purchase some ads for our products. Can you please send over account list? Please send over account list and prices. Thanks. Literally, that's all you have to do to get that going. So hopefully he messages back soon, and we can possibly get a shout out up before the end of the recording. So we just want to keep flicking through, and so I'm going to our search again. Unique weapons, we've done them, so let's follow them. And then the weapons page, 291k. Looks like they're getting good likes, reasonable comments. Looks like they're averaging about 4k as well. So their engagement's obviously going to be much higher than the unique weapons one here. So at weapons page, you guys have Kick as well. So diesel, trucking, IG. Do they have an email? So they don't have an email, so we're going to have to kick them. 291,000. And we're getting 4,000 likes. So not bad. Let me just delete this in case I think that's the actual prices. And let's message this guy. So let me drop him a message over on Kick as well. So find people. So if you just find people, you can see here all my chatting with are with like other influencers who are selling shots. So we're looking for diesel. How do you spell diesel? Trucking. IG. Looking to buy shoutouts. Can you please send over your account list and prices, please? Thanks, James. Boom. Done. So have you guys ever done this before? Has anyone here ever messed around with Instagram influencers? Or even messaged them or tried to do anything with them? It's a little bit of more hard work, I would sort of say. In the beginning, to sort of, work out who's good, work out what pages aren't good. So men's club, obviously don't want that. Gun freaks. So these guys look like a pretty good page that we could head up. So it really depends on the niche you're in, on the prices of shoutouts. So like that account that I showed you of mine earlier, CEO Nation, it's a pretty so the whole like luxury niche and the whole motivation niche is probably the highest price shoutouts you can buy. Like humor niche and like funny accounts are super cheap to buy on. Guns, I'm not too sure. So I just want to wait to see what they come back with on the price wise. But yeah. Have you got any results from it, Dermot? So gun freaks. Are you always looking for over 1 million? No, like sure. I said over 100,000. So you can see here like 109,000. We only have one account so far that is over 1 million. You definitely don't need over 1 million, especially if you're starting. And it really depends on the prices in this niche, and I'm not going to know that until a few of them get back to me. But you will find that sometimes, like the 1 million ones can be pretty cheap, but in certain niches, they can also be pretty dear. So you just want to start with lower following accounts as long as they have good engagement. So Ready Gunner, 300,000. I think it averages like 12k per photo. 20k, 16, 20. Yeah, so I'm gonna say like 16k for these guys. And you'll see here, like, a lot of people recommend that you only go for accounts with like 4 to 5% engagement, which, I mean, I think in this day and age isn't very easy to find. And a lot of accounts that do have 4 to 5% engagement, it's bullshit. It's not, there's a lot of fake likes going on, a lot of fake engagement. I mean, back when I started doing Instagram influencing, like, you could easily pull like a 4 or 5% engagement rate. It's much harder now. Your reach is limited, and it's just what happens. The bigger a platform gets, engagements go down, and Facebook wants you to pay for reach. So, so it's Gun Freaks, Instagram's #1 firearm page. So let's follow these guys. They're private, but we can add inquiries, so that's what we want. So these guys are called @firearms. And Rinsta. gmail.com. Oh, wrong box. Let's put that there. 2.3 million followers. Getting replies from these guys at this time of the day might be tough because I'm going to guess a lot of these accounts are American based. So it probably will be tomorrow before we get them back. But 2.3 million following. We can't see their photos, which kind of sucks right now. But we will message them anyway. You can see they're actually already selling t-shirts, so let's take a look at them. Don't be an idiot. So they're really playing on the whole stuff going on with North Korea at the minute. So you can definitely jump on them trends when stuff like that comes up. It's not a bad idea. So Gun Zone, not enough followers, not enough followers, not enough followers. Nope. So these guys don't look like they have a page that we can message, but they're actually, I'm pretty sure it's these guys that own it. I actually know the guy who owns this store. He's absolutely crushing it. He's doing 7 figures a year with Instagram alone, but he has over 50 million followers. So that's obviously one of his pages. Guns Daily USA looks good. Let's just check. 4.3, 4.5, 6, 6, 7. So it looks like they average about 6 or 7. 14 comments, 4 comments, 7, 5, none. Just want to take a look at their likes. Not looking bad. Another way to know if all the accounts are private, it can sometimes be fakes. A lot of people do have private accounts, but if there's a crazy amount, this obviously isn't the most foolproof system for checking if the fake accounts or not, but it's one of the best ways just to do it quickly and scan through to make sure that they're not all bots. But it's looking fine. So we want to add them to our list. So add Guns Daily USA. And their email is gunsdailyusa1. gmail.com. And they have like 230k. And they're averaging, I think, about 5k. Or 6k, wasn't it? So they have the highest engagement yet. Guns and things. DM for paid ads. So I mean, we could potentially try these guys out, but it might be worth it. You know, they're getting like 1,000 likes on some of these photos. And what you'll find is some of the smaller pages actually have like tighter niches. But we could potentially DM them and just see their prices anyway, because especially if you're starting super small, and we can get like a shout out off these guys for like $5, then you know it might be worth actually hitting them up. So interested in purchasing ads. Can you please send over interested in purchase ads? Can you please send over account list and prices? Thanks. United States Marine Corps. So that's like the official account. So we might be able to get some good content from there that goes viral for our page. So it's looking like we've sort of been through all the really big ones in this sort of niche. So hopefully a few of them get back to us. But what I also want to look up is like thin blue line, first responders, stuff like that. So if you go to first responders and see if there's any big accounts. So it doesn't look like it. Thin blue line, I know there's a few pages. Thin blue line's finest. What we can also do is see if these guys are getting shoutouts. So what we can do is go into their tagged photos and see if they're getting shoutouts from anyone else. Doesn't look like it. So the way to do is search for tags, so thin blue line tags, and then look at the sort of top photos. So we can see here prefer place. Obviously 126k, they're getting decent engagement on their photos. So it looks like 6,000, well, maybe, yeah, so it's looking at average in like 2,000 to 3,000. So I'm just going to move this down a notch, leave a couple of gaps for, so what I'm going to do is put in gun accounts, and then come down a few notches, just leave some space because we'll probably find something more eventually, and then police accounts. So at prayer for police, 200k I think, was it? 126k. 126,000. And likes wise, they're getting about 3k. And their email is ihatecrime1@gmail.com. So awesome. Then if we do a little trick where we hit the down arrow, hopefully we'll be able to find some more. But I'm gonna guess that a lot of these pages are fairly small. It is like getting right into that niche. These guys look like they sell their own stuff. Cop humor. Sold by Place Hub. So these guys obviously do shoutouts. We might have to email them. So you can also, what you can do is click this email button here, and you'll be able to grab their email. So I just want to do that. Email, and so their email is cophumor48@gmail.com. I'll pull this back up again. So they are at _cophumor_ Awesome. So we want to, how many followers they got? 205. are they getting? They get 8,000, 2,000, probably like 4,000 on this, 6,000. So you can see the videos get like crazy reach and crazy views on Instagram. So video is definitely like at the forefront of Instagram right now. So it looks like they're averaging like 5K. So what we might want to do is actually go to these guys, play sub, and we can't look at their tags because they're private, which kind of sucks. Do they have any other promotions? So that's a really good way to find, like, if other people in your niche are using influencers, going in and clicking on their tags is a really good way to find out who they're using exactly. Donald Trump. Think we could get a tweet from Trump? So a lot of these guys seem to be selling their own stuff as well, but so it looks like a good account. Please shoot us out on Instagram. So at police_USA. Gmail.com, 172,000. And we're getting like 5, 13, 10, 5. I say they're averaging like 7K, which is pretty high. So I just do want to double check that it's not a lot of fake accounts. But because it's such a like passionate niche, you may get that on the smaller sort of accounts that are around 100K. And that's obviously a bot account, like what I was talking about earlier. 0 followers, 0 posts, but they're following 300. But overall, this account looks pretty clean to me. So that's fine. Do you guys have any questions? So let's follow them. Official police account in Galby Trust, Freedom Gear. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna advertise for us. Blue Line Beasts obviously sell their own stuff. The NYPD, cool shout out, but I don't think they're gonna do it. Business or promotion, so American veterans. So let's go down and start doing veteran accounts. $109,000. And what are we getting? 8.5, 16, 5. So I'm gonna say we're averaging like 9K or so. So it's looking good. We just need to pull down our little formulas. So let's drag that down. So awesome. I don't know why my phone says it's 9:41 because it's definitely not 9:41. It's it's 11:47, so that's really messed up. That's weird. My phone was correct on the time earlier. Um, are you always looking? What sort of ROI do you normally see from Instagram? So it really depends. It can be a lot of testing pages, but once you find a page that really resonates and works well, you can keep hitting them with, different designs, different t-shirts, different products. So there was one product that really killed it for me on Instagram, and I couldn't get it to work on Facebook at all. But I was making, I said killed it. I was making like $1,000 a day from it. The shout outs were costing me $300 each, but we were putting these up every day on the same account, and it was actually the same product. And we did this for about 2 weeks, and we were making anywhere from 600 to 1,400 per day. On average, what do you expect to pay for a shout out? It depends on the niche, but can you give an example for your niche, please? So like as I just said, like that account that I was posting on was probably about 1 million, but they had really good engagement, and it cost about $300. Generally, I like to test the products out on smaller niches, smaller accounts. So like what I'll do is obviously like these guys who have like 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 aren't going to be as dear as the million ones. So I'll want to get a post up on them guys first, unless it's in like the $40, $50 range. Sometimes you will find, and I'm really not sure about the gun niche. So this might be a case where these are actually pretty cheap. They're maybe $100 or something to hit 2.3 million people. Obviously, their engagement's only 16,000, so you're maybe reaching. You're probably only on a advertisement only going to reach probably 30,000 people. But that's still a good CPM. That's a $3.33 CPM, which is good. So it's definitely worth playing with. And also, so what influencers can actually show you as well, a good thing to ask them for is their stats. So obviously in here we only just created this account, so we can't really see it, but you can see specific stats for specific posts. So you want to ask them after or before. So if you can get the stats on one of their previous ads, that's a really good way to gauge whether it actually works or not. So we can see their reach, the impressions, engagement, the likes, comments, how many people have saved it. You can see all that, and it's really valuable data. So that's a good thing to ask them for whenever you're thinking about going with one or not. Another good way and another good thing to do. So I want to show you guys. It's definitely not like best practices, and I don't really recommend doing it. But when you're just getting started, like we are right now, a really good thing to do. I say really good. It's not really good, but it can get you followers pretty quickly. So if we go to these guys' account, and they literally, so you want to go, and they posted that 10 hours ago, so that's not great. We want to see somebody just posted. They just posted that photo, but it's not really related to our niche. So we don't want it, but hopefully we'll be able to pull one up. So Gun Freaks, go to their account. So they're posting that too. Must be the same people on it, or did I go to the wrong account? So that was posted 11 hours ago. We're kind of on the tail end of people are in bed right now, and they're just going to be getting up. So it looks like we found another account. I don't think we have this one, but I'm actually going to take this one down just because it's good, and I'll show you what I'm looking for. So at Gun Fan Addicts. gunfanatics.inc@gmail.com. $436,000. What are they getting? Like 3, 4, 3.8. So I'm gonna say they get like 3.5 or so. But let's see if we can find someone who's just posted. 8 hours ago, not what I'm looking for. So I want someone bigger than that. If we go to the people we followed, guns, all 11 hours ago. We're just on the tail end of everyone sort of going to sleep. 2 days ago. Some of the really big pages, we can probably still go in and do this because so they're getting like 31,000 views, but they've got 6,000 likes. So what you can do is literally just go in and just follow all these people, and it's kind of targeted. It's not the best way to, it's not best practices. It's definitely not the best way to grow an account, but in the early stages it can get you free traffic. It's kind of spammy, but you just go in, follow all these guys, and then like 20 minutes later you just unfollow them all. But you know, when you're trying to get exposure, you're trying to growth hack, it's a good way to do it if you're on a tight budget, and it undoubtedly works. Like, I bet you we get 4 or 5 followers from doing this, get a couple of likes on our photos, and every so often you're going to get a sale from doing this. And actually what's really cool now is you can actually, in Facebook, you can take your Instagram videos and take the viewers from it, and create custom audiences, so you can then target the people who viewed your videos on Instagram, which is really, really awesome. And I'm pretty excited, and that's why I actually want to build an Instagram account in this niche. So what you don't want to do is do this too much. If you do it too much, you're going to get your account banned. But if you do it in like moderation, you know, maybe 50 to 100 at a time, like we already got a couple of followers. So we got one there and we got one there. So you'll see, like, I'll check back in like 2 minutes and we'll have more followers. And I want to see if there's any more veteran accounts that are fairly large. So if we go to American veterans and then click down, still 941 on my phone apparently. Bit weird. It's kind of freaking me out actually. Just click down. Patriots motion. So Patriots, that might be a good niche or a good thing to search for and tag in our posts. These are all looking pretty small. Combat pictures, DM for business inquiries. So let's DM these guys. Send a message. Do you guys do promotions? If so, could you please send through your pricing? Thanks, James. Jams. Awesome. So military, fastest growing military account, so let's follow them. 12,000, 9,000, 12, 12. I'm gonna say they average like 11,000 likes, and it's just called military. We'll put this under the veterans ones, military, and their email military IG@outlook.com, and they've got 470 with, I think we said like 11,000. How many Instagram accounts can you have? You can have as many Instagram accounts as you want, but the only problem is you can only have 5 on one phone. It's actually an issue I have, but yeah, you can only have 5 on one phone at a time. Combat war videos, doesn't look like they have any contact info. So I'm just gonna X out of that. Elite soldiers. At elite soldiers. Elite soldiers. One at Yahoo. Who uses Yahoo in this day and age? Yahoo.com. I thought Yahoo was dead. $5,000. 10,000. So their videos are getting crazy views. So their photos get like 12,000. 12,000 likes. So we've built up quite a few influencers here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So can you delete accounts to create new ones as long as you stay within 5 on one phone? I think you can, but I also know that you can only create a certain amount of accounts per phone. But if you just get like your friend's phone or someone in your family's phone and just create the account, then you can log into it on your phone. You just can't be logged into 5 accounts in one. So what I want to do is start messaging some of these guys. Got it. So what you'll see a lot of people actually do is, it happened with me. I had a VA who was doing, I was getting them to message all the influencers, and what they did was just come in here and typed in all the email addresses in one thing, like 25 email addresses of people, and then sent out a blast. And then what happens is they all start replying. It all comes back in one thread, and you don't know what's what. So you want to message them all individually. So I just want to pull up this so I can get some details. So Kick, we can make that smaller for now. So we can just copy this, paste, subject, add guns, Instagram, shout out prices. Alright, just gonna put inquiry. We would be interested in promoting our store on your page. Check out our page here. At Warhead Apparel. And you can check out our page here on our web. Well, you can check out our page, our website from our page. Be interested in promoting on our page. You can check on your page. You can check out our page here. Can you please send through list of accounts with pricing? Thanks, James. So that's literally all I want to put. Generally, these guys are just they want the money, they want to do shout outs. So I just like to get to the point with them. I don't waste too much time like with any bullshit. I just want to get their price list, and then we can roll from there and do some negotiating. So what I want to do is copy this. Hey, we would be interested in promoting our store on your page. You can check out our page here. Can you please send through a list of accounts with pricing? So send, so I'm just going to send that. And I want to make this orange, which just lets me know that I've sent them an email and they're yet to reply. So I'm going to do the same. So that one was also same people. So now we want to do business at Guns Daily. Just want to do, oh shit, so we've now deleted our template at Guns Daily, Instagram. Okay, and I'm just putting the name here just to let me know what we're looking at. So I'm gonna go to send mail. Bada bing, bada boom. Send. And then again, we're just gonna rock through these. Orange. So they didn't have an email. Marketing at Ready Gunner. So at Gun Freaks. Alright, copy this. This is just doing the work, guys. Like, this is what you have to do. Get a VA to do this for you. Tedious work like this is the sort of stuff that I would pass off to VAs. How much did I pay my VA? I think one of them is $4 an hour and the other is $5 an hour. We also give them like bonuses and stuff when they work hard or have to work, a few extra hours. But they do definitely work really hard if you find good ones. Would you say Instagram is used equally between men and women and demographics? I'd say it's probably pretty equal on men and women, but I think you'll find that the demographic is slightly younger. But there is a lot of sort of like mums and stuff like that coming on Instagram as well, so I definitely wouldn't rule them out. But I think the demographic, it's not quite like Snapchat young. I mean, a lot of people are now going on Instagram, and a lot of the older sort of generations are starting to hit Instagram, so I definitely wouldn't rule them out. How do you know how many hours your VA works? So if you use Upwork, there's a tracking system which tracks what they're doing, so you can see exactly sort of what they've done. But now I pretty much just trust that my VAs are doing the work. A good way to do it is just get them to send you a spreadsheet at the end of the day of exactly what they've done. And if it's not up to your standards, then ask them why, and say why did it take you so long to do that? It shouldn't have took so long. But you've also got to have realistic expectations, because no one's going to do anything as quick or as well as you. So you've got to really understand that and give them good tutorials on how to do things. So if I ever want them to do anything, I send them a video of me doing it, showing them how fast I do it, exactly how I do it. I talk them through it. And generally, if there's an issue, it's probably your fault, not theirs. And you might think that, a lot of people won't admit that, or won't admit that it's their fault. But you have to be, good at explaining exactly what you want them to do. You can't expect them just to know. So you definitely want to train them well, spend time with them. They're not going to be perfect just right off the bat. You do have to give them some training. You have to give them guidance. And sort of guide them in the right direction. You will just find some that are just plain shit. You're gonna find that everywhere, and you've got to spot the differences between them two. Gun Steal USA. Instagram inquiry. I feel like I'm spelling inquiry wrong, but I'm not too sure. Guns Fanatics. Boom, boom, boom. So, thanks, and boom. Copy, compose. It's just tedious work, you know. It's not fun, but it has to be done. This stage, to prep for please. Prep for please. I hit Instagram inquiry. Instagram inquiry. Send cop humor underscore cop humor 48. Oh shit. We're getting there, we're getting through them. So I hope you guys are looking on Instagram right now, doing the exact same thing, looking through your niche, and finding accounts that are similar. So place underscore USA. Instagram inquiry. Boom, boom, boom. Send. Compose. Dot veterans. Instagram inquiry. Boom. Copy. Probably not all of them will reply to you. Some of them will come back with crazy prices. But you will get some good ones, and hopefully we can get some good ones and get cracking on the shoutouts and see how the Instagram sort of audiences react to our products. So military, Instagram inquiry. Adelaide soldiers. And boom. So we should start getting some replies in soon from these guys. I'm just gonna pop these to orange. Oh, yellow. Where'd that come from? Orange, and hopefully they get back to us soon. None back yet, but that's okay. Oh, address not found. Guns Fanatics. I think that's maybe gun fanatics rather than guns. So let's check that out. See if we can send to that. Gun fanatics. Again, probably just gonna have to wait for these guys to wake up. It sucks. So there we go. We searched. We're gonna wait for a lot of them to come back. When they do come back, we'll take a look at them and see what's going on. See if they got good prices, and then I'll show you guys how to actually negotiate with them. So I will probably go ahead probably do a few shoutouts or schedule a few for the next session. Schedule a few for the next session, and then you guys can hopefully see them live in action. So like, what I always do is pull open Google Analytics whenever they're putting out the shout out, and then seeing what traffic's coming from Instagram. You can see like how many people's flowing through. So it is pretty interesting to watch. So we'll probably do that. You can see here that from our little follow thing, we got another couple of followers and likes on our photos, which are actually getting some 13 likes. For creating this account an hour ago, 13 likes, 12 likes, 11 likes, 8 likes. They're getting some pretty decent likes. Whenever we got any website clicks, I don't think these don't update until tomorrow, I'm pretty sure. Then once you get 100 followers, you're going to start to see the demographics. You're going to start to see, which posts do better. You can get story insights. I think that's cool because I think that's pretty new. So you can also do stories and story ads now, which is pretty cool as well. I know lots of guys doing really, really big numbers with Instagram stories. So that's definitely something to check out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that session. It is getting us away from sort of the Facebook stuff, testing a lot of products, launched another couple of products this morning. So we will get back to that probably 2 sessions from now. Hopefully get a bit of traction. Really on the Facebook side of things, just launching right now until we hit something that is golden. But when we see that, we'll pop back into that. But I want to get something just teaching you guys, make sure you're seeing the whole side of everything. I know for this, it's a lot, it's something different. A lot of people can get into it cheaper than Facebook. How many shoutouts would you test for one product before deciding if it's working? So we'll probably test out a few different influencers. A lot of the time it might not be your product, it might be influencer. But I'd probably test 2 or 3. And then once you get to know which influencers are working, you can start to test different products. So that's definitely something to think about. But we'll test a few and then we'll show you guys the results. Does anyone else have any questions before we finish up on today's session? Regarding Facebook, should we expect sales from low ad spends like £10 a day at first, or do we need to build a pixel, etc.? What's a realistic expectation for t-shirt sales with Facebook ads? So like I would expect to see sales from $10 a day. Maybe not like in the first day, but if you spend $30 on an ad set and you don't have a sale, it's probably a good idea to turn it off. But yeah, you want to be seeing sales like on really, really hot products. You will get sales in the first, couple of like the first $4 to $20 in ad spend. You do want to be seeing sales. Sometimes it takes a bit longer, but you can tell by like if you've got like a crazy high cost per click, like we do in some, we just turn them off. Others, if they've got good cost per click, we'll let them run and see if another couple of dollars will bring in sales. But yeah, like I mean, I start all my ads on in and around either if it's a brand new niche, it's usually like $5. I'll just start it on, or if it's something we know, we'll start them on $20. But I start all my brand new ads on low budgets. It is definitely tougher when you're on a brand new pixel, but it just takes time to build it up. Do you do Twitter shoutouts also? No, not really. I haven't really seen anyone do Twitter shoutouts I haven't really bothered with Twitter at all. Maybe it is something that I should look into, but I've heard a lot of people try to use like Twitter ads and they're just rubbish. They don't really work very well at all. So I haven't really jumped into that. But yeah, if no one has any more questions, that will probably just finish this up for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that.